Welcome back to the Sanctuary, Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker and Tataru's Grand Endeavor. Kruznik X with Arya Stormborn and Lord Fyrax. Last episode in Tataru's Grand Endeavor, we met Hasdahd, who serves to load crates and whatnot behind the counter, so we haven't met much of him yet. But both him and Megina have been having a little crisis of identity for the most part, wondering how they should rightfully help their home of Palika's stand. As such, Tataru sent them here to Palika's stand. And in speaking with Elder Yellowvet, he basically said that path is something they have to make on their own. Not to restore it, but to make a new path for Palika's stand. With that in mind, let's speak with Hasdahd and conclude Tataru's Grand Endeavor with the final quest, the level 90 quest, More Precious Than Gil.
How foolish I was to think the answer would be so simple. I would come home, roll up my sleeves and help restore our village to the way it was. I would find fulfillment. Alas, not all that was lost can be reclaimed. Our people face a new struggle. But perhaps by discovering new ways for the village to fulfill its duty, we might yet help our community.
Exactly. Like the elder said, surely our experiences in Charlian have given us a unique perspective. Not to mention Chris's extensive knowledge of the world. I'm sure that between the three of us, we can come up with a brilliant plan to support Palika's stand.
Yes, you are right. And I'm sure that hearing how everyone fares will give us insights as well.
Alright, let's speak with Hasdahd.
Not a soul here will ever forget the hero of Palika's stand. I am sure everyone will be just as eager to speak with you as us.
There are also others whom I'd like to speak. Once we finish here.
Of course. We mustn't forget to pay our respects.
Hasdahd and Megina are now accompanying you, and I'm not going through the entire tutorial of an escort quest. We've been through this way too many times before. Okay, they're not in the building, so let's start with Kerid.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice that beautiful equipment you delivered to the Elder. As a weaver who crafts armor for our stewards, I would love to hear more about its origins. Created in cooperation with guilds from across the world? Oh, I must have a closer look. The final days explores the limitations of my skills. Traditional Davnarian techniques alone did not suffice. I am eager to hone my craft by studying the work of foreign artisans. Although, in my weaker moments, I often wonder if purchasing armor for our stewards would be the superior solution. Alas, that would require a surplus of coin, as well as available product.
As a village sustained by donations and remittances, we would be hard-pressed to afford anything so expensive, even if such suppliers were to venture this deep into the jungle.
Alright, let's speak with... You're not in the building. Oh wait, they are in the building.
Utpala. Oh, hello there. Staying for a while or just passing through? Our recovery has been slow but steady. Though I am concerned for those who still struggle with wounds our healers cannot cure. The final days may have passed, but grief and trauma are not so easily overcome. or ever for those who must accept them as constant companions. Ours is a tightly knit community, but I worry for those in the capital and abroad. I imagine it is difficult for them to honor the old teachings as they labor far from home. So many of us fled during those dark times. If only we could bring the comforts of community to all Harnish.
That's 2. And Veraban is right here.
If it isn't Hasdahd and Megina, accompanied by our savior, no less. Welcome home. Welcome home. True, we're a bit short-handed these days, but we manage nevertheless. While there's a happiness in being reunited with our young ones, we're just as happy knowing that you are walking your own path, no matter where it leads. I remember Hasdahd couldn't wait to become a steward when he was little, but as far as I'm concerned, sending aid from afar is just as praiseworthy as tending to the temples here. Times are changing, and who is to say that this cannot be another form of stewardship?
A steward who supports the village from afar. I never even considered the possibility. Seeing everyone so eager to help one another makes me more determined than ever to contribute. But before anything else, shall we go?
Let's. It'll be good to visit.
To Perusa, then. Could we ask you to accompany us? The temple roads are perilous, and your presence would be a great comfort.
You good, Fyrax?
I'm good. Where's everybody?
Alright, let's talk to Hasdahd and Regina right quick about the Shroud of Samga.
I never used to give much thought to those who walked these roads before me. Countless pilgrims who risked their lives for faith. Aware of the dangers ahead, they pressed on. So strong was their devotion, so sacred the tradition. 'Tis a perilous path to walk, so it is written. And so too our forebears must have felt when braving these jungles to reach what would become of our beloved home.
Hasdahd? When I was little, we used to run through these wilds, playing steward and imagining fierce battles with hideous beasts. Got the scolding of a lifetime when our parents found out. But when it really happened, when the sky turned red and the jungle spewed forth unspeakable horrors, I could do nothing but cower. Perhaps that's why I feel so guilty for not returning, for not doing more, even if it may never be enough. But this time, I will rise to the occasion.
Good for you. Hasdahd.
It's been a while.
Yes, but we made it. I'm home, Mother, Father.
Here at Purusa, we may continue with we may commune with the spirits of the departed. Neither Megina's nor my parents survived the final days.
I told them about how you saved us and that we're doing well. I know they will rest easier for it.
Maybe the next time we visit be to deliver glad tidings from Palakastan. Oh, may the next time we visit be to deliver glad tidings from Palakastan. Though I was relieved to find the village in a better state than I had feared, it seems there are still issues we might help address. Finding a steady source of income, for instance, so the stewards can be properly outfitted without overwhelming our weaver.
I was so troubled to hear about those who continue to struggle without the support of a local community. There must be some way to provide respite.
Yes, indeed. But the question is, what? Do you have any thoughts? Never underestimate the power of a partnership.
Indeed. Mr. Sataru developed the boutique through close partnerships, after all. And look how far it has come. Wait, that's it! If Palakastan were to enter into a partnership with the boutique, that might lead to great opportunities.
I think you're onto something. If the boutique sold wares the village produced, for instance, our people would have a reliable revenue stream. But what can Palakastan offer? And to whom?
How about amulets and talismans? Or images of the deities? Something simple, created with love for our homeland and our faith, so no one forgets or feels forgotten.
I like that. Our temples were created in remembrance of our ancestors and divine teachings, but reminders needn't only take the form of great works. A small keepsake may be just what our scattered brethren need to reassure themselves that they are still members of the community. This could be the answer we were looking for. I can't wait to tell Mistress Tataru. Rather, I can't wait for you to tell Mistress Tataru, Megina. It was your idea after all.
Pah! A team effort, let us say. I certainly couldn't come up with it without you and Chris. If your proposal is approved, Mistress Tataru will no doubt need assistance in Charlian. I am ready and willing to provide it. But what of you, Hasdahd? What will you do?
I too will return to the boutique. One day I will come home to stay. But for now, I wish to do all in my power to help our village thrive.
I am relieved to hear you say so. Let us go and consult with the elder about our plan.
Arya, where are you right now?
I'm back in Charlian.
Oh, okay. Alright, and Fyrax is a little bit behind us, so you good if we just burn ahead?
I just finished the conversation, so...
Alright, let's talk to Yerovet.
Right here.
I hear you were kind enough to escort these children to Purusa. Again, you have my gratitude. Are your feelings any clearer for it?
I think so. Megina and I talked it over, and we believe we have struck upon a new way the village might support our people.
Tangible mementos of our faith.
An interesting proposition. Many here would be glad to create such reminders. I expect those unable to perform strenuous labor would be especially grateful for an opportunity to contribute to the prosperity of our village. To say nothing of the options these additional funds will provide. But most importantly, we would be able to help those who have chosen to live apart from us feel that much more connected to their community and their faith. I am proud of you both for discovering such an innovative way to do so.
It would likely mean Hasdahd and I will stay in Charlayan for the foreseeable future.
Then take with you the knowledge that no matter where your journey takes you, our hearts will always be as one. May the sisters guide you.
We will be back again. We'll come back again. I promise. In the meantime, we shall see our plan to fruition. I will send word once we've determined the particulars.
Right then. Charlayan awaits. Good on you. I just noticed that that all my gear right now has my health at almost all even 11s. I know it's a weird thing to bring up, but still. All right, off to old Charlayan. Corlash is G-posing, and I just photobombed him. Anyway, let us speak to Megina.
Chris, the necklace is back from the lapidary. He had nothing but fond memories of Mistress Tataru and was eager to pour his everything into the restoration. The result is magnificent. The original sapphire, accented with black pearl from the ruby sea and rose shell of verlet, united by a length of maki leather. A singular necklace symbolizing Mistress Tataru's past and present.
By the sisters, what a remarkable gift!
However, it wants for a finishing touch. Preferably by your hand, Chris. And after hearing about your visit to Palakistan, I know just the thing. In short, we will be proposing a new line of products to help our people feel closer to their roots, yes? So, in honor of Mistress Tataru's roots, I would have you inscribe the symbol of Naldal upon the back of the pendant.
It would be an honor. With painstaking effort and unwavering focus, you engrave the symbol of the traders onto Tataru's necklace. Any who behold it will surely know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this final flourish was the product of your heroic hand.
I'm sure she will adore it. Our work is officially done. I've just received word from Mistress Tataru. She should be arriving in Scholar's Harbor soon. Let's go and meet her there.
Let's boogie.
wasn't expecting a personal escort from the docks, though I dare say I could grow accustomed to it. How was your time in Palakistan? Did you find it worthwhile? So while they do have interest in our equipment, matters of recovery are their greater concern at present. Recovery, yes, but also growth, which may lead to a lucrative opportunity for the boutique, if you will permit me to suggest another new product. What if we offered handicrafts designed and produced by the people of Palakistan? Authentic works representative of Harnish culture. For those of us living abroad, reminders of home would do wonders to ease feelings of estrangement. And for others, such pieces could be appreciated as beautiful works of art.
Our village is up to the task. You will not be disappointed.
Doubt not their conviction, Mistress Tataru. A product that embodies Thavnair's spiritual beauty, to be shared with the whole world? Why, the boutique should offer nothing less. Though we've made wonderful progress with our samples, I believe it's time for a change of pace. And handicrafts born from a heartfelt desire to celebrate one's culture is bound to resonate with others. Given her eagerness, I presume Mergina intends to stay and help facilitate this new venture. But what about you, Hasdahd? You felt the call to return to Thavnair rather more strongly, as I recall.
Yes, well, after talking with everyone at home, I realized that leaving apart from them does not mean I must forsake my childhood dreams of service. I believe I can best serve my people by staying in Charlayan and continuing to work at the boutique. If you'll have me.
With pleasure, Hasdahd. Mistress Tataru, if it would not be untoward, we would like to present you with a small token of our appreciation for everything you have done for us. Not untoward at all. Rest assured that I graciously accept all offerings of praise and adoration, especially ones as fine as this. How queer. This sapphire looks remarkably like the one in my... Chris? Is this my mother's sapphire?
Hers. So now rightfully yours.
It's hers. It's really hers. Never in my life did I imagine I'd see this jewel again. It was part of a family heirloom. When my mother was married, she received it from her mother. How her eyes sparkled when she spoke of one day giving it to me. I'll never forget. But when Father's business failed, we lost everything. And that was the last I saw of it. Though your heirloom did not survive in its entirety, Master Pippin managed to recover the sapphire. From there, we collected parts from clients during the sample deliveries and commissioned the necklace you now hold. Now that I think of it, Chris often did receive mysterious gifts on those visits. So that's what it was about. time after time, I am reminded that a fortune in coin promises only a fraction of what a wealth of friendship provides. When my family lost its last skill, I became a lapidary's apprentice. And that's how I met a certain miner named Minfilia. We hit it off instantly, chatting every time she brought in gems for appraisal. Then, one day, she came not with her usual haul, but with an invitation to join the Path of the 12. The rest, as they say, is history. One serendipitous meeting that led to so many others, that led to so many incredible adventures. That saw a poor little girl reunited with a priceless memento.
Our teachings say that there is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. But we never need suffer alone. And what is more beautiful than the bonds we share with others?
Indeed, it is these connections that give meaning to our lives. Connections for which I too am grateful. And thus compelled to advise that we return to the Agora. The counter remains unmanned, and we mustn't neglect our clients. Quite right. Back to work with the lot of us. We've got new products to plan.
That's nice. All right. Let us speak with Megina one last time, I believe.
Chris, on behalf of the entire boutique, allow me to thank you for all you have done. I am ashamed to admit that, in our excitement to prepare Mistress Tataru's surprise, Vasarud and I failed to prepare something for you. And that sounds like the cue for Mistress Tataru! Very soon, Chris here will no doubt embark upon another journey to corners of the world unknown, as he is wont to do. So, to wish you well in making new friends, and to remind you of those who will always hold you in their hearts, I have prepared bespoke chocobo barding, crafted with love by one Tataru Taru.
Honey, I gotta go.
Okay, love.
Alright. Good night, guys.
Night.
Good night.
I dare say the boutique will be embarking upon its own adventure in the coming days, and with true adventure invariably comes tribulation. But with your compassion, resourcefulness, and reliability, I have every confidence that we shall succeed in our respective endeavors. To ever higher returns of both coin and camaraderie. Oh, and don't think just because you're running off to the other side of the world that I don't intend to solicit your future involvement, Chris. You won't escape me that easily.
I would hope not.
And with that, we have completed Hitaru's grand endeavor and unlocked the achievement Big Dreams Found Fortune. With it, we have unlocked the Wayfarer's Barding for our Chocobo companions and Tataru's Bespoke Framer's Kit for our portraits. And with that, we have closed out another storyline in the Endwalker path. We still have much to complete, but in the next episode, we will be completing the final bit of the Island Sanctuary, so stay tuned for that. If you're watching on Twitch, if you haven't done it yet, hit the follow button and turn on notifications so you're well informed. If you're watching this highlight on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch whatever the algorithm is putting up. Click here to watch the full Endwalker playlist. And click here to watch the next episode or the most recent episode. We'll see you next time.